What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to see if we can help out our server and be the first one on our server to fully clear out for Chapter 4 of the Void Campaign Hollow. That way people get some bonuses for pushing some progression, because currently right now there shouldn't be any bonus, and yeah, we want to make sure we keep the first slot. The first couple ones we just didn't do it on the first day, which was the biggest issue. Now though, I think we do something so our name shows up differently. We need to put Lord of Sparkles up here as our main hero. So yeah, let's keep progressing with the teams that we have. Honestly, I think what we have is just gonna continue to work. I don't think we have to really change anything on these teams. There is one Valkyrie wave that we might have to be a little careful about, but I do think our new combo team should be strong enough take it out. So if we can beat all 4-6 Chapter 4 Void Campaign, that would be absolutely amazing. This hyperspace on our Islamok doing all types of work. And honestly, it's funny because Natalia is almost like the hidden MVP on our account now. I keep going to like, I'm going to get rid of Natalia. She's not doing much, but then she like does more damage than anybody else when it goes very long combats. She provides shielding, debuff replication, buff replication. She just does so much for her account that really doesn't get quantified for a lot of times, and she's just such a strong hero. She's like the hidden knight, because even when we used to run her with our Betty on our second Void Hollow team, a lot of times she did a ton of damage that was required. So it's like it's still working out pretty good, I have to say. I'm happy with how our team is operating right now. Most of these battles shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. Next round might be explosive. Yeah, we almost killed 2 targets right there, which was sweet. The chase damage actually did with Lord Sparkles, and I'm going to try to remember to show you guys all the final damage numbers on all of these waves so you can see how they actually worked out. I really love the chase damage, and it's not even chase damage, it's just if one of our heroes attacks, he attacks the lowest HP target, which is a very, very smart damaging ability. I love right here. Let's go. It's so much damage. I love how he chases his own attacks too. It's cute. Let's see how Natalia did. Natalia is the hidden knight. She is a tenon. She's not even any longer a householder, and she's out damaging the stronger divine transition, all these things. Like, it just, she's the hidden knight. She's actually one of the best transcendence heroes right now, no joke. So yeah, this kind of sucks that they're gonna go after the lowest HP target, but once Betty gets to go, we're fine. Betty's gonna keep them on lockdown. Even if they break free though, they're gonna go for our lower HP targets, and they're not gonna hit her, sadly. But this should be, honestly, I'm expecting everything except for the one Valkyrie wave to be pretty easy for us, and we might have to mess with the speed on our heroes just a little bit. Good damage. Yep. Valkyrie, or sorry, not Valkyrie, Vulcan coming in with a little bit of extra damage as well, which is pretty solid. Next round, probably get the W though. No, not quite. Those Rogans are super tanky in the front row. Vulcan doing some decent damage. Azrael hurting himself, and then all of our healers just healing back up to full, which is cool. Honestly, like Arania and Phantom Defier Elena healing capabilities are pretty solid once they have divine transitioning. Divine transition? DT? Yeah. I don't know why. My brain feels like it's not saying the right word right now. Not a big surprise, right, guys? So we get that clear out there. That one's fine. Let's continue. Yeah, I actually like this right here going up against the Holmes Youngs, so I'm happy with that. Really annoyed I have to keep activating this. I'm really liking Yorhm Tum's Noble Core of Origin as well. It gives the team control immunity, it gives the team damage reduction, it gives them more damage as well, which is nice. There's just so many things his core provides. I'm really enjoying it right now. I cannot foresee this enemy team having enough damage to like beat us, but holy cow, are they tanky. He just ate both actives, and it's like Rogan's HP bar didn't even change. So this one might go the distance on rounds. Luckily, we have a lot of Demon Bells, so we are going to get a lot of active skills off. That one Rogan that took a Natalia active, though, whew, That is a lot of damage, my goodness. Oh my gosh, the amount of ping damage we're going to see here from our Royal Guard Queen ability is going to be a little crazy. Natalia is definitely going to take out the Rogan, plus do some other big damage. Honestly, Natalia is like, no joke, like the best Transcendence hero for the Void campaign right now. You're actually going to get another active off here, and you're just seeing her melt away these enemies. My goodness. I think her active does random damage, right? It's not like a specific target or anything. Ooh, that was some really good damage right there, though. Can we get a Natalia active right here again? Yes, we can. Oh my gosh, it does. I'm not going to be surprised if Natalia has the most damage again. Granted, Aspen gets to do an additional hit, so that's kind of cheating. But look at Natalia go. This is insane. And again, she is currently a tenant for Lord of Fear Aspen. So it's just hilarious how this is working out. Absolutely insane. Now, hopefully, yep, there we go. Good. We can CC all the assassins in the back, and we're not going to have to deal with that too much. Now, they're going to get some hits off, sadly, but we should be able to keep most of them locked down. And on top of that, we're keeping the energy drained as well, which is really, really sweet. Man, a lot of them broke out, but again, it almost seems like, I mean, this is chapter 4 holo, so it's nowhere near as difficult as chapter 7 regular campaign. It is harder than chapter 4 campaign for sure, because you have 2 different teams, but I don't think it's gonna be too much of an issue. Big damage numbers still coming out from the Vulcan, nowhere near as many as damage on the Betty, though. If only maybe we should just like only run Betty on this wave, and it would probably go smoother. It would probably get done faster. Oh, just because we would guarantee hitting more of those actives off. Granted, we have melodic strings on her, we have Antlers Cane on Doom Vulcan, and we also have that stacking wolf buff, so eventually our damage will kind of go up through the roof. Just feels bad the round she only gets a basic attack off and not an active skill, because that means she's only getting her passives off and not her big active skill every round. Oh geez, wow, he actually got an active skill off. Luckily though, I'll be honest, luckily the Vulcan was not affected, so he could still get his damage out, which is cool. Oh wait, was that an energy? Yeah, I guess that was an energy bug. That was weird. Please stay locked down and let us just completely win here. One more round. We got actives on both our heroes. Stay blood twine, please. We have a fear effect even going out. Cool. All right, there we go. So yeah, you can see the damage there. Pretty interesting. Okay, all right. This is gonna be the tough one. This is gonna be the tough one. So I'm gonna want to put Aspen, I think, across from you. We are a little bit tankier than the last time we did this. Let's see how this turns out. This could be a huge RNG fest, but granted, this will be easier, I think, than Chapter 7 overall. The extra hits from like the flame strikes don't matter too much. Granted, we're not locking down the Valkyrie, so they will get actives off potentially. Ugh, this actually might be one that stops us. This is a lot of tankiness right here. My goodness. Talia doing a ton of damage to the flame strike. Yeah, actually, this one's interesting. I might need to make a different secondary lineup that doesn't include Betty, and I might actually have to include Betty in this team. Because we kind of like, as much as CCing them does suck, if we can keep their energy down and we can keep our heroes alive, it might be worthwhile, because I don't know if we're going to have the damage to do this. We might need to think of something different. This is really, really tricky. Like, honestly, we might have to try to do something similar to like this. and see if this secondary team can work. But there's also Amon-Ra's here, which, oh, they are going to be a nightmare for our team. But really, it's like, I just feel like we need so much damage on this main team. And honestly, there's going to be no way a full secondary support team can do this, right? Like, let's just see. Let's just see what would happen. Maybe we get like pleasantly surprised or something. Honestly, I'm not expecting to be pleasantly surprised here. Granted, this is a game mode where we are out-leveling it, kind of, so our team might have enough survivability here. Even with all those Amon-Ra curses, maybe the Vulcan is strong enough to win this. I don't know. The healing curses are going to be one of the biggest things. It looks like we're like not even moving their HP bars, and we're already into round 3. Granted, we have a high chance of dodging attacks between our two heroes. Yeah, healing curses are going to be the biggest worry for this here. That just means we instantly die. We have no chance of doing this. Yeah, we're just like keeping them at full HP. We lost the Vulcan because of his healing capabilities. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. Especially if we're not dying either. It's like, this is the fight that never ends. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, guys. We don't even have enough healing to like kill ourselves, it feels like. Because we literally are dodging and blocking so many attacks. If we did have one strong damage dealer, like the Yorhm, this might have a potential to work. Watching this battle, seeing how it plays out, does he have a life? I think he has a lifesteal, but it's not a very strong one. Maybe swap the Vulcan over. See what happens. Okay, let me try something here. We kind of need to see if we can make a very budget inexpensive team work over there first. And then, okay, so let's see budget wise, can we make a secondary team work that only has Yorhm in it? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this swap right here. I'm actually going to activate his, I think. Let's see if he's strong enough by himself to get something done. Because if he is, that would be amazing, and that would free up most of our normal team to go ahead and try to take out the Valkyries. Solid amount of damage. Hopefully some of our other heroes can deal with the shields that are going to be provided. Because like he still gets all this extra damage in. It's not a ton, but the HP bar does move every time. We have tons of healing. We have dodging. We have shielding. We've got a lot of different things at our disposal here, so it might work out, honestly. Valkyrie was sealed, and then yeah, see, the shields are lining up at a really bad time. Luckily, we kind of get through the shields. Like, I just don't know. The biggest issue are the two Amon-Ra's. I feel like we need more damage on this lineup. The only other thing I can think is like throwing in the Natalia as well. 5 rounds, we almost have one of them down, but once the Amon-Ra's go down, the other target should go down much quicker. Granted, we don't have like any demon bells on these support heroes. They're all like flags essentially. I think all of them are flags. I think maybe Freya has a demon bell. We took the first target down, which is good. Gonna have some ramping damage with the wolf actives. However, we're going to be in the negative on our melodic strings compared to the first few rounds. But like I said, the Amon-Ra's are going down. Not really losing anyone per se. Good hit right there. End of round damage was enough, so now we can start picking apart other enemies. This is really good. We're not gonna have to deal with the shields anymore. Andrea, I mean, I just don't think he's gonna have enough actives to get the win here. I think the kills on those Amon-Ra's is just a little bit too slow. Maybe dropping like the G-ster in favor of Natalia would be the difference maker, and that could be a W. Yeah, all those chase attacks actually do add up. Only we could have Drake in this game mode, right? Drake would be so good. Oh, that was a big hit, though. That was a big hit. Maybe if round 15 we have an active with a wolf active, too. But I don't... it's a lot of damage. He's not going to get one more active, though, is he? Oh, man, it was so close. If we just had a little bit more damage, I think we would be fine. Wait a minute, we almost did it? Wait, chase attack. More chase attacks. Oh! What? He definitely could have done that. Okay, all right. I mean, that was pretty good. Maybe what we should do instead of the melodic strings is run like an antlers cane. Then that really ramps up the damage. Oh geez, I think we're breaking the game by doing this stuff. I think we can get rid of this too and go for some more holy damage. That looks pretty good. Precision is a little low. 100% armor break. I mean, we could just try to see if that works. If that works, that's going to be amazing. Actually, it might be better. Actually, you know what? It might be better. You know what? We're going to use Elena's core, I think. Because in reality, it's not increasing the damage of our Yorhm Tum to have Yorhm Tum's core on. This could be interesting. Again, we're going to go with Antlers Cane. So our first couple rounds, like up to round like 5, 6, are going to be less than what we would have seen with our Antlers Cane. However, or sorry, with our melodic strings. However, in the late rounds, it's really going to ramp up the damage. The downside here is we're kind of lining up with their actives on our actives, and that's not good because that means they might absorb most of our hits. To see right here, we're going to get an active next round, and then they're both going to get active, so that might not work out, actually. That's still pretty good. Melodic strings and antlers cane seem to be really good hits. And the fact that he doesn't have like a big heal is oddly enough a bonus for us at this point. Oh. It's so much damage. Who would have thought he's the one-man army? Forget the Betty. Yorhm Tum's the one-man army. Granted, you have to give big credit to our powerful Phantom Defier Elena, Bloodtide Queen Arania, and Mystic Fairy Frey, because they're what's keeping this team going. It really is. I wonder if ever using like a Punisher of Immortal on Yorhm Tum would be a good thing. No, his basic attack still slaps pretty hard. Next round, she goes down. And again, we are ramping up tons of damage now because of that Antlers Cane, which is really, really good. Honestly, you know what? We might be better off just using Mystic Fairy Freya's core. Giving the attack, all that other fun stuff might be really solid. The other thing, oh, I just realized we have the wolf on this one. That's not good. We need to be using the snake. Oh, I just realized that because we swapped the Betty off this line. Whoops. The snake would be adding so much more damage because we don't have a bleed up all the time with this team. We're missing out on a ton of damage. My goodness. The berry brain is back again. This is going to be a long episode if you guys did not know that. We're going to try to finish this out. But 463 does seem to be the most difficult wave to deal with. Oh, that was a basic attack. We have 1 round to win this. Just deleted. So that's really good then. We need the Betty in the front row with her core active. Maybe this can work. I don't know. We kind of need them to hit like right out of the bat though. The strategy we used against this in the Void campaign was using a bunch of snow hearts to make the flame strikes go first. But like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Because like the Betty is not really gonna help us here. Unless she gets hit right out of the gate. And even then, I technically don't know if we have enough damage to make this possible. Because our Aspen, while strong, is not godly, and he is melting very quickly. Same with all of our damage dealers. Oh, it's possible, but again, we're gonna have to line this up. The only way it's gonna work is if we somehow line up the damage here. Where Valkyrie hits our Betty like round 1 immediately. Then we can start using Demon Bells, feeding energy to our Lord of Your Aspen for a round 2 active, and then if a Valkyrie breaks out, we're just kind of screwed. This is a weird one because I think what I had to do as well is I had to change the Betty to just almost die immediately. Really? Really? I didn't know it live pops up to you. That's different. Yeah, I don't think we have the damage for this. This is going to be the trickiest wave. We might actually have to go back and try something else. Granted, Yorhm Tum definitely showing off why he is so amazing right now. To be fair, maybe I should use that other lineup here. Do you think that could work? Because it does have a lot more survivability to it. We could throw in like a Natalia instead. You know what? You know what? Yes, we're canceling that progress. I know we just had this work out for us, but what if, just what if, instead, we had this team? Now we have the poison. What if we used this team instead against the Valkyries? Only 2 of our Transcendence heroes, really. I don't know if we have enough survivability with these heroes. Chances are, my guess is no, we don't. We don't crowd control though, which takes away part of the craziness. But again, we have super dodge mode on this account. Or not on this account, on this team setup. So that's like a good positive. I just don't know if we can survive enough to make this happen. End of round damage. Yeah, it's way too much with those dots. The only other thing I could think is like running a torch on him or something, but like it's funny because it's still like a better attempt than the other team we had. Oh, it's just so rough, man. This is a tricky one because Valkyrie's in one wave, Amun-Ra in another wave. You want completely different heroes to go up against different teammate setups, and yeah, those Valkyrie hits are just brutal. And without us dodging the attacks, really rough. We'll give it like one more try, and then I think we'll probably call it because it seems like this might be the brick wall that we just can't pass. Before we get all our dodge layers up and everything, it just doesn't work. So if Natalia and him can somehow stay alive, that would be amazing. He can dodge as well. That's something to remember. He has a pretty good chance to dodge. Holy cow. Okay. All right, he did finally proc. That's not good. He is a dodge machine. Oh man, maybe we have to run like snow hearts and hope to be faster or something like that. I think our game is just gonna crash. So I think that's what we're gonna call it. We'll give it some more tries, but holy cow, he's a dodging machine. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We'll watch one more, and then we'll see you guys next time.